I got a text this morning from one of my subscribers and I just wanted to share it with you. I've got some ideas that really inspired me. She says, "We've had some major family health issues and Ed was taking me over. I've had 5 good days in a row and hope to have a whole week. My therapist is recommending I accept the relapses and stop trying for 100% relapse-free recovery. I'm confused. Do you think I can be bulimia free? I really want to be." Yes, I think you can be. Yes, I think if you keep trying, you will be. Never, ever, ever give up. And what I text her back was, recovery is like training for a marathon. Your life is like a marathon. And for some people, they're in the Death Valley ultra marathon, 100 miles running day in, I think they run for like 3 days straight or something crazy with, a team of people and just sweating it out. And that's what your marathon can feel like. Or you can run a beautiful marathon in like Big Sur, which is a gorgeous place on the central coast of California that's where they have, people playing pianos and it's musical and there's beauty and the ocean is right there. So I ask you to begin with, like, what marathon are you running? What is your life right now like? And if you've got 3,001 things to do and all these responsibilities that you've just stacked on top of your life will feel like the Death Valley Marathon. If, however, you're choosing your life, you're empowered and you have the life of your choice, you're intentional about it, you're empowered, you're running a beautiful race in Big Sur or Hawaii or somewhere gorgeous like that. So regardless of all of that, what I wanted to get across to you is never ever give up. If you want to complete a marathon, if you want to have recovery, you go after it. You train for it. You don't just kind of get off the couch and start running 26 miles. Well, you sort of do that. Some people have probably completed a 26-mile run having gotten off the couch the day before. They didn't know they couldn't do it. So they probably paid for it the next day, but I'm sure it's been done. But to live a life of lasting recovery, if you don't know that you can't do it, you've probably been at this for a while. You've been running what seems like the Death Valley Marathon. I'm here to tell you that you can change that. And there is training involved. It's retraining. It's actually retraining you, your identity, your body, your mind, all of that. And you right now see yourself as a bulimic or anorexic or both or an addict, whatever the words not worthy, all of these things tied to an identity. And what I want you to get is that you can change that identity. And here's the metaphor I want to help you with is as you're training for a marathon. So for instance, I'm training right now for a beautiful 10K run in Lake Tahoe, California in June. And I have set up a training calendar. So I know each week and each day how much I'm supposed to be running. I bought some new shoes so that my feet were prepared and I could run and be well supported. I got a heart rate monitor. Never had one of these before, but I wanted to train appropriately. And this time, instead of being in fat burning mode, I wanted to be in fat burning mode, not in muscle burning mode. So I got that. I got a new app on my phone for how far I was going and how fast I'm going. So I went out and did all these things. There are books, there are blogs, there are all sorts of things. I have pictures on my vision board of running. I'm surrounding myself, I'm supporting myself, I'm creating the space so that I can reach my goal, which is completing this 10K that I'm running in. So I ask you, if you are running in a marathon right now, or you're wanting the outcome to be a marathon, to be your lasting recovery, how are you supporting yourself? Now, some people like running with groups. So maybe for you, recovery looks like finding a support group or a running group type thing. For me, I prefer running solo. I love listening to music. Maybe it's getting a book. Maybe it's, some of the training you need is in my How to Stop a Binge book. It's learning about your brain and how your subconscious mind and your conscious mind work together and in getting that balance figured out so that the training that you're going through in creating recovery is to empower you, empowering your mind so you don't have these out of control thoughts and binges. And the last thing I want to tell you is that, if you're in training, you may miss a day. You're sore from the day before, you don't feel like getting out of bed, whatever it is. You don't give up, 6 weeks in, you don't give up and just say, I'm not going to go for that marathon. I don't think I can do it. You say, oh, I missed training, I'm going to get back on track. Okay, that's a relapse. So if you are, working your recovery right now and you have a binge, and my God, there are stressful days and there are not so stressful days, having a relapse does not mean you give up. You keep training until you're stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you don't have to do all these other tools. Yeah, they're nice, they're great, they continue to support you. I mean, I love, great schedules, and I do things each day. I listen to positive affirmations. I do incantations. I, visualize. I do gratitude. I have my vision board. There's all sorts of things that I'm doing every day to empower myself and keep my training going, keep my recovery going. So if you haven't started yet, the first step is saying, I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. I am going to run this damn marathon. I am going to have this lasting recovery. And you commit to it and you decide. Now, if you're just sitting on the couch and you just want to start, running, okay, great. But maybe you need some tools or some help or some support. You can read my Getting Started page. It's available, and I'll link to it below. So Getting Started gives you a link to my book that teaches you about your subconscious mind and binging and what's causing it and how you can retrain that, and some tools are in there. You can sign up for my newsletter if you're not already a subscriber. That will give you, empowering messages and encouragement along the way. My book of stories. Read. Oh my God, my husband, when he was 45, never run a marathon in his life, trained for a marathon after reading the book Born to Run. Just got up and started running and completed a marathon, the San Francisco Marathon, less than 6 months later. So read the stories of recovery. Start surrounding yourself and immersing yourself in recovery. Find people, find books, find blogs, whatever. Contact me. If you need a coach, I'm a coach. I can help you. Find people that are in the direction and going where you want to go. Stop associating with people who are on the couch or who are non-supportive or disbelievers, and start associating with people who are. There's just a little bit to help get you started. Check out that page, contact me by email, sign up for my coaching, find a support group. We have Tuesday calls every week. You can find those also here on my site. Whatever it is, do not give up. Get busy thriving. That's what this is all about. I wish you the best.